One of the more challenging things when changing a fuel pump can be disconnecting your fuel line. There are many different line styles, and we'll go through some of them today. With the push type connector, there are a couple different versions. As you can see on this connector, there is a push here and a location to push on the other side. So we're going to push this from both directions to release it from the unit. This type of push connector only pushes from one side. As you can see the location here, but not one on the other. So just push it down and pull it off. In order to reinstall a push type connector, just push it on until you hear it click. In order to install the push and lock style connector, push it onto your fitting, then push the locking tab through, and on the bottom of the fitting is a safety lock. In order to remove the push and lock style connector, you will have to release the safety latch. Now push the connector back through. This is a pinch type connector. You'll notice on each side we have a retainer that we will have to pinch together in order to pull the connector off. We can reinstall this pinch type connector a couple different ways. First, we can leave the retainer on the male end of the fitting and slide the female fitting over, latching it into place. Or we can remove the retainer. Once the retainer is in place in the female fitting, now you can slide the fitting onto the male fitting until you hear it click. Here we have two spring style retainer fittings. To install this spring style retainer fitting, we just slide it on until we hear it click. On this particular style of fitting, there's a black ring. This is your release tool. We pull it back towards the fitting and then pull the fitting off. With this style of spring type retainer, we just push it on until we hear it click. Removing this style of fitting requires a removal tool. This tool inserts into the fitting and then you remove the fitting. There is also used a hose and clamp style fitting. It's mainly used for emissions lines. In order to remove it, take a pair of pliers, pinch the clamp together and slide the clamp back. And we just simply pull the line off the fitting. Here we have another style of pinch type connector that is mainly used on emissions lines. In order to remove it, you will have to pinch it on both sides. To install this fitting, you will push the female fitting onto the male fitting until it snaps. Now we have a horseshoe type fitting. You'll notice this clip. If you look through on the other side, you'll see where it comes through to hold it onto the fitting. In order to remove this, take your screwdriver and just basically pull the horseshoe up and out. Now you can slide the fitting off. To install this fitting, you'll have to install a new horseshoe clip into the fitting. And then slide it onto your line until you hear it click. Occasionally, when trying to remove the fuel lines from the fuel pump, they may break. What you're left with is part of the line in the fitting. One option of removing this is to install your release tool and then take a screw or a bolt that will fit into the line, and now we can pull the fitting out.